The Aaron L. Show. This is going to be a video about Michael Saylor and his company MicroStrategy and their investment in Bitcoin, $4.2 billion to buy 51,000 Bitcoins. And I believe that this stock is going to be a monster. I think this is a stock that everybody is starting to focus on. It's starting to gain traction. And I feel like that the private sector is really putting a lot of money into MicroStrategy. If you look at MicroStrategy, they own 331,000 Bitcoins with an estimated net value of $30 billion, but the company is trading at $100 billion. So this ticker symbol, MSTR, is trading at a 3x premium, and I believe that's the confidence that people have in this company going forward. Now, if you think about the confidence that the stock market has in this company, then you will understand that when Michael Saylor said that they will be investing $42 billion in Bitcoin over the next 5 years, you have to believe that this company will double every year from now going forward until that 42 billion Bitcoin purchase is made. A lot of people like Kathleen Woods are probably sitting on the sideline realizing that this company is definitely going to make a big move into the Bitcoin market, and it's a pure Bitcoin play. Now, a lot of people say that Michael Saylor, he's borrowing money to buy Bitcoin. He borrowed the $4.2 billion to buy Bitcoin, but he borrowed the money in convertible bonds from the private sector. The average public person cannot just buy those bonds that he's issuing and making debt in order to purchase. Now, if you look at what Michael Saylor's strategy is, he's saying, why wouldn't I take a stock or a purchase of something that's giving me a 60% annual interest increase and only paying 19% to borrow the money? So if you realize it, he's making money on borrowing the money. So that basically is what his strategy is. I'm going to gain 60% on buying Bitcoin per year, and I'm only going to pay 19% to borrow the money. So that gives him a 40% compound interest rate every year on his purchase. And I'm sitting back thinking to myself that he basically is a guy from MIT who's basically a mathematic whiz, and he's basically a numbers guy. So he's sitting back doing the numbers and realizing that the strategy that he's taking to purchase Bitcoin is going to come into fruition because he's buying Bitcoin at the top. He bought Bitcoin for 88,000. Bitcoin is 99,000, really 96,000 as I make this video. But if you think about it, he's already in the green, 8,000 per coin, and he bought 31,000 coins. So in reality, if you sit back and just look at the moves he's making, these are smart moves. I believe people in the private sector is watching this guy and realize he's hitting on something. I believe that the wide stock market and everybody is sitting back looking at MicroStrategy, and they starting to see that this company is really hitting on something. They're borrowing money for pennies on the dollar, and they're making a huge return on their investment. And he's going to keep buying Bitcoin. He said that if Bitcoin was 200,000, he would buy Bitcoin at the top. And I'm sitting back thinking to myself that, 2 years ago when MicroStrategy was buying Bitcoin and it was going up and down and basically losing a lot of money, everybody said that MicroStrategy was going to be getting a margin call. They were going in debt. Michael Saylor is making a mistake with his company. He's risking all his billions on Bitcoin, and this guy is basically absolutely crazy. But now we fast forward 2 years later, Bitcoin is at an all-time high. So those investments that he made 2 years ago, that he was buying Bitcoin at 62,000, basically he's up 30,000 per coin, and he just made another purchase, so he's up another 8-10,000 per coin on them investments. So he's making money on top of money. And this guy basically just let everybody know that right now, while Bitcoin is in this run, he's making like $500 million profit a day. So it's like, we got to get on this train, you guys. We cannot sit back and watch all this money being made and just sit on the sideline. You cannot sit on the sideline and just watch all this happen. You have to get in the game. You have to buy Bitcoin. You have to buy MicroStrategy. You have to get in front of this train, because it's going to take off, and there's not going to be no more room for no one else. Once this company starts to double every year going forward, as he starts to purchase those $42 billion worth of Bitcoin, this company is going to double. It's $500 a share right now. This company is going to skyrocket up to $1,000 a share, $1,500 a share, and it's going to start to be too high for the average investor to get in. He's basically going to have to do another stock split in order to keep the stock affordable for the average person to purchase. This is the Aaron L. Show. Like, comment, subscribe. MicroStrategy is going to double every year going forward for the next 5 years until they complete that $42 billion purchase of Bitcoin. Talk to your boy later.